Protect your family or pay the bills. It's a tough choice for workers at a meatpacking plant in Tolleson. Some are going back to work after recovering from COVID-19. And the scope of the problem still isn't known. And for the second time in as many weeks, the Arizona Department of Health Services says the company running that plant has turned down the state's offer to help test employees. Across the country, of course, meatpacking plants have become sources, hotbeds of outbreaks. ABC 15's Mike Pelton has been on the story for weeks and has new insight and information from the inside.
Well, the Department of Health Services tells me in talking with JBS yesterday, they indicated they don't need the state's help with testing and that they're working with the city of Tolleson, which helped with 150 tests last week and plans for roughly 300 more tests at a 3-day event next week. But today, a plant employee wonders, why not take all the help you can get?
There's 3 days that were really rough for me.
Joseph Sandoval is on the mend, telling me he's now back at work at JBS Beef in Tolleson after testing positive for coronavirus last month.
Throwing up, hard to breathe.
Now back at work, he's noticed fewer coworkers.
There's a lot less people working. There's a lot of changes. They installed a lot of plexiglass to keep people from being so close to each other.
But the topic of COVID-19 inside a meatpacking plant similar to ones that have become hot spots around the country, he says it's a touchy subject.
Everybody thinks they're right about it. They think everybody's wrong about what they think, and it causes arguments, and it's just nobody really wants to. There's half the people that want to deal with it and the other half that just want to act like it's not happening.
Joseph tells me he applauds JBS for many of the measures put in place to try and keep them safe. But he says more testing and perhaps taking up additional help from the state is a good idea.
I think the more help with testing, it'll make it way easier because the people who got tested last week can get tested again. And if they didn't have it last week, they could have it this week.
And as we've reported several times, no one seems to know how many workers have tested positive for COVID-19. No one. Therefore, how do we know the extent of the problem?
How does this end, do you think, there at JBS?
Honestly, I don't know. I've been asking myself the same question. It could go either way, but I'm not sure.
Is anyone? In Tolleson, Mike Pelton, ABC 15, Arizona.